Hey everybody, Gunner Bird here. We're here with another one of the worst movies on YouTube. Come on, dude. This one was awful and extremely fun. What?
Well, extremely is a strong word, but it was fun.
It was fun, yeah. But anyway, what we did was The Boy from Hell.
The Matt Gaetz story.
And it's from a 6-part fucking movie series that's based off these mangas by this dude, but
Mangoes?
we'll let yeah, but mangoes. We'll let him and this explain more because this intro is pretty fucking awesome.
私の名は日の日です。怪奇と恐怖に取り憑かれた漫画家。
Yeah, the animation was cool. Like the
drawings, yeah.
The illustration.
Well, and then this chick's just like walking around, right? And then he tells her to fucking jump, so she does.
落ちろ。地獄の底へ。落ちてしまえ。
And then we see Theater of Horror.
Dun dun dun.
So then we cut into the actual movie we're watching, and it's this family in a car. It's not really a family. It's like this doctor lady, her kid Dio, and this servant dude.
Right.
So they're driving down the road with some extremely shitty green screen in the fucking back.
Dude, I love it.
Just everywhere.
It really reminded me of like SNL Tune System.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude, for real.
Tune System driving cat.
So the kid keeps putting his head out the fucking window. The mom lightly tries stopping him.
ないよ。危ないから顔しまいなさい。僕もいつかお母さんみたいなすごい医者になるんだ。
Lightly.
Dio, no, stick your head out the window. And I'm like, dude, the kid's like, hey! Like, pretty much half his body's on the thing. I'm like, he's either gonna hit a telephone pole or something.
Well, it's or something, because a truck comes and he gets his fucking head taken off. And that was the moment when I was looking through movies to do that. I was like, sold!
I was like, hey, a child got hurt. I like it. You know, you're.
Well, dude, then the mother's sitting there, she's looking in the mirror, and she's seeing her fucking son's body still kind of moving, or not walking around.
He was walking around looking for his head.
And then he just,
Dude, if I saw it, I'd be freaking out. But she was quite calm. Well, she was kind of calm, you know, and then she got out of the car and freaked out.
Well, she walks up, stares at his head for a little bit, and gives us exposition.
私のダイオは死にました。いかなる医学も無効でした。思えば、私とダイオの運命は。
And I felt like I was watching the movie, that old school movie, the one, you know, like the head that was still alive or some shit, you know. Like she was going to put it in a pan of juice and it was just going to live.
So we cut to the opening title sequence and the credits and stuff with this Kmart Exorcist music over top.
Yeah. Me.
I mean, the music wasn't as fun as Venus Flytrap, but the music in this was pretty fun nonetheless.
It could have been better, but it was good. So, like, this movie had, like, elements of things, you know, like Pet Cemetery and shit at some point.
Well, yeah,
you know,
we'll get into that.
You know, blah, blah, blah. But
because we cut to the doctor, the mother's a doctor,
yeah,
and servant dude, and they're crying over Dio's fucking grave.
Was that a cemetery? Because it was like, was he the only one there?
He might have been the only one fucking there. But you know, she wants to bring him back.
私にダイオを生き返らせることができた。
奥様、ご自分を責めてはなりません。いくら奥様でも手の施しようがなかったんです。
So this old witch shows up conveniently.
Right, with a blown out Ron Coots wig.
And she just goes on about how you can bring him back. Just use this fang and kill a kid the same age as Dio,
And I'm like,
and
wow.
put the blood on the grave.
Don't go down that road, Louis.
Yeah.
夜な気違いねえ。奥様は閻魔家代々血を継いだ世界的名医なんだぞ。
命は必ず蘇る。これは嘘ではありません。
ふざけたことを言うな。そのようなバカなことがあってたまるか。向こうへ行け。
And then the old lady's just like, meh. She throws the fucking fang down just in case, and Doctor and the fucking servant dude walk off.
It's the same fang that Dr. Grant used to, threaten that
Yeah.
little fat kid in Jurassic Park. Maybe he'll slice your fucking belly.
So, they cut to the car with some great sunset green screen going on, and somehow, the doctor picked up the goddamn fang some fucking how.
I just remember her turning around back and looking at it, but like then she had it in her hand, saber tooth, whatever, I don't know what the fuck, it was huge. So anyway, the more she starts thinking about it, she's like, yeah, maybe I'll take that old lady's advice with the blown out wig.
So blah blah fucking blah, we cut to her at the hospital, not hospital, her house, castle thing. It says something castle, but whatever. She's there looking through files on dying kids, right?
確かこの子はあと10日の命。
奥様？奥様？もしもあんなことを本気でなさるおつもりなら身の破滅でございます。
Like she's goddamn Dexter with serial killers or whatever.
Every time I saw that house, in the lightning flashing, I thought we were about to watch Hunger Team.
So we cut to her in the car.
Number one
right?
in the hood.
And she's driving all crazy-eyed, and we see there's a kid in the fucking back.
Kid wakes up, it's like, hey, where are we, Doc? And she's like, oh, just going home. He's like, yay!
どこ行くの？
お家に帰るのよ。
本当？やったー！僕、やっとお家に帰れるんだね。
She's like, oh, what he doesn't know.
Well, because it cuts to him hanging upside down over Dio's fucking grave.
Yeah, and clearly distraught, and she's just sitting there staring at him. Next thing you know, here comes Servant.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he even get? Did he run? Is he fucking T-1000? Was he like...
Well, dude, I think they were at her house, because I think that cemetery is on the castle grounds.
Oh, well, I guess. That makes sense, but...
So they're arguing for a while.
こんなことは正気の沙汰じゃございません。
それを返しなさい！この子の命、どうせあと10日も持たないんです。それだったら...
奥様、ご自分が医者であることをお忘れになったんでございますか。
なんでそんなこと言うのよ。
Far away as the castle grounds just said cemetery. She was fucking driving!
Well, she had to go pick the kid up from wherever he was dying.
I thought he was at her house laboratory.
I don't fucking know. So whatever. They're arguing, and then all of a sudden she just stabs the fucking kid in the throat with the fag.
Yeah.
And then rips, and we get Japanese blood geyser.
こうするしかないのよ。
She told...
Gotta love Japanese blood geysers.
She told Japanese Alfred that she was like, oh yeah, okay, cool, I'm not gonna do anything. Give me that fucking juice, yeah, and it was like before he knew it, she was stabbing the kid.
Lightning strikes. Oh yeah, the witch is there.
Yeah.
That doesn't really matter until the kid starts calling Mummy from beneath the ground in his grave.
超えるぞ。
And then he crawls out, right? We get the arm, and then his fucking head comes out, and we're like, Jesus fucking Christ!
What the hell?
He's like a demon chameleon. And he got fags!
Yes, and now he's... Well,
No, dude,
guy.
no, fuck that. I cannot skip by that scene without saying what I originally said he looked like. He looked like Rocky at the end of the first Rocky.
He did. Gubby, big Gubby.
You can't win! And then instantaneously fucking jumps on the witch.
And I was like, well, whatever, take her. Yeah, and then I was like, wait, is it like Peter Dinklage all of a sudden? Because it was like a little person, you know. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, I was like, oh, so the kid's name's Dio. I'm like, great, it's the Demon Dio Dinklage, yeah, you know. Whatever happened to Peter Dinklage? Like
He's in all kinds of movies and stuff.
Not anymore. Like,
no, he still is.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I mean, well, how many fucking big movies and stuff are really, or I don't know. How many movies are just semi coming out, semi not? There's so many places. Movies are released all kinds of places. We just don't have access to all those places.
True.
But anyway.
Why do I have to have a separate platform?
We cut to the next morning where the cops are pounding at the gate. Emma opens up the fucking gate, and this cop has a fucking... What the fuck's up with his nose?
Pinocchio? I don't know. I was like, because like it was like it looked like somebody like clay. Like
it's a bloop and then boink. Yeah. Boink. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a thing. But then we find out
that'd be his real nose, and we're just dicks.
That'd be the first time I've ever seen anybody's fucking nose like that. But that'd be what kind of industrial accident was he in that would create a nose like that? Think about it.
Was in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Probably our stupid asses.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
I'm just saying.
So now we get to find out that the witch's dead body somehow made it from the cemetery out to the front gate and wrote a little note in blood.
What was cursed?
And then the cop ends up sneezing like crazy because he could smell criminals?
風邪ですか？いや、アレルギー性鼻炎というやつでしてな。しかしこれでなかなか犯人を嗅ぎ当てるのには苦労しませんがね。
Well, with a schnoz like that, with his beak, can figure out all kinds of shit. But dude, me, if I was Emma, be looking out at the old lady, I'm like, that bitch told me to do that. Like, why is she cursing me?
Well, I don't think it was a curse. I don't know what it said. It didn't actually say. Curse. Oh, did it say curse? Yeah. Okay. So I guess it said curse. So blah blah fucking blah. We cut to Dio in a fucking cage inside the fucking castle eating guts.
I got the bad case of diarrhea.
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
And so, you know, Mom tries talking to him, but he's all... So goddamn...
So he's like any typical toddler now.
So Alfred comes in and fucking stabs him with some drugs.
Like that, what should be done to every typical toddler now.
And then... all of a sudden, Dio escapes. How? Who the fuck knows? It just decides, we don't need to tell you that.
No.
They don't need to tell us that like 4 times throughout this fucking movie, because that motherfucker escapes a whole bunch, and we never get to see how. He's just gone.
There's a lot of things they don't have to tell us, you know, but then they don't.
So we cut to this fucking lady outside, right? She's walking, and she hears some fucking noise. And then we get to see Dio chasing after her.
Yeah. Demon Dio Dinklage on the case.
Yeah, and then she's hiding.
He's awfully fast.
She's hiding for a fucking while. Haha, you thought Terry was going to come out. He did not. But she's hiding for a while, and then he just punches through her.
Like Friday the 13th was that thing? Was it?
3, I think. So it was a 3D one. That was because that would have fit in that whole, you know. But I don't know.
Wait,
no, wait a
minute. Wasn't it him taking Manhattan? Oh, wait,
he punched dude's head off.
Oh.
But whatever, it doesn't matter, because as Dio is fucking, you know, punching through her guts and eating her guts, we get this kind of jazzy kind of music going.
Yeah, I didn't quite get... The music was pretty cheerful for that moment.
So blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to the next morning where Dio wakes up. What is this? American Werewolf in London? He's waking up in a zoo?
He's waking up in the zoo, and after all those people, he has a very severe case of diarrhea.
I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea. I have a bad case of diarrhea.
But he sees these kids playing soccer. The ball ends up coming his way. So he fucking goes out, picks it up. The kids fucking freak and run, and he just freezes. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he just not doing anything? And then Mom pulls up and hurries him to the car.
He did freeze frame there for a minute.
Freeze frame!
Why was he just standing there like, was he going to play with the kids? You know, was he going to be a normal kid, or was he remembering what it was like to be a normal kid before he actually...
Or was he wishing he was still a normal kid? But it doesn't matter, because we cut back to the castle where it's brain transplant time.
これからダイオの脳移植手術を開始します。脳は
今朝死んだばかりの小児患者の脳です。
So, Mom is prepping to give fucking Dio a brain transplant. I'm like, how is that going to do anything? Because if you take Dio's brain out of his head and put somebody else's brain, if that would never work. But if it wouldn't work, how would he magically be Dio now?
No,
his body would still be Dio's body, but it's all
a different brain.
It's all chameleon demon like.
He would have like different thoughts and everything. You wouldn't even recognize the mother, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless he recognized her as the fucking person that stabbed it in the neck and fucking ripped out a blood geyser.
The blood geyser, you know.
But okay, so she starts cutting into his clay fucking head. I guess it works because it cuts to Dio
looking like Dark Man.
he's in the cage and he's all fucking wrapped up.
Julie!
And they take it off and he's okay.
私のダイオやっぱりお母さんは正しかったね
So then we cut to them on a walk in a park where he's in a goddamn wheelchair, all wrapped up like fucking goddamn Dark Man. Yeah. And they're walking and squeaking. For how goddamn long, Terry? Forever! 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 Forever!
Dude, somebody needs some WD-40 on those wheels.
Oh, dude. And then, dude, we both love this part. It cuts to them feeding pigeons. Plastic-ass, fake-ass pigeons.
Dude, I love dude, that was great. I'm like, dude, I don't think those birds are moving. Because she's throwing bread at them, and they're just like...
And then it cuts to one on top of Dio's head.
Just chilling, you know, like... taking a poop down his fucking bandages. Julie!
So they're still on their day date, right? So they're like, you know, they find the it balloon just like tied to a bridge. We're like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. There's a goddamn it balloon.
Yeah.
And then so she like ties it around his head when Sneezy Detective just appears sneezing.
これは閻魔先生事故に遭われたんでしたな確か大王くんだっけ
そうです大王は治ったんです
先生が手術をして
ええもちろん私の大王ですもの
He asked about the murder, you know, the beast attack.
A great detective, gonna sneak up on fucking anybody. And you're like, well, there he is, shoot him.
むごい事件でしてね獣や何かに襲われたみたいです
それで私に何か
先生のご意見をぜひ拝聴したいと思いまして。
Yeah. Well, so whatever. It cuts to the mother and Dio in bed. Little creepy. I mean, there's nothing creepy going on.
They're not
but
doing
just,
anything.
No, but the kid's sleeping, I guess, and we get a dream of
demon Dio,
chameleon fucking Dio in hell, right? With all these little fucking people souls running around.
Right.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of souls there because the old lady's there.
Right.
And he's like
smashing
like stomping on him, smashing him with a rock,
you know, and shit.
sawing him,
Yeah.
eating the old lady.
Doing like a hibachi thing. Like he would fucking have him on like a skillet. It was like a ding 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 ding. And so like all that's happening, you're like, okay. Why? Whatever.
And then we see this girl, like, in hell, and then blah, it cuts to Dio eating said girl on the street.
Right.
So Mom walks up.
So whoever
and
Dio
fucking
eats, they go straight to hell.
Takes him home.
Like in a doggy bag.
So blah, blah, fucking blah. In the morning, there's a news program. Like, the story of the beast attack is on the fucking news, right? And they show the fucking picture of where the wild things are. That really just reminded me of where the wild things are.
Yep.
So Mom gets heavily made up and then lures a whole bunch of kids to her fucking castle house.
She was
like they're walking down in front of a crap green screen.
First off, she's standing and like inside like the doorway of a store in like the middle of like the street like
eyes going.
She's like standing inside the doorway, like, looking back and forth. Next thing you know, she's walking with these kids, you know, to her castle of doom. They're slow as balls, like they're all in a trance. Then they get cut to the house. They're having a party.
They'll hit Dio's birthday. They're all sitting around the table. She brings out fucking food,
looking petrified.
Lights the fucking cake and makes them sing Happy Birthday.
じゃあみんなで歌を歌いましょう。Happy birthday to you.
But so like I did the kids.
Oh, dude, we never brought it up, dude. What about Dio in a wheelchair? Fucking chained up like this with a fucking Hannibal Lecter hockey mask on.
Yeah, he was like.
That's why the kids were fucking petrified.
As soon as I saw him, I heard the Kane music in my head. But fucking.
I would put that up there, but I'm not because it's WWE.
No, Vince McMahon or what is fucking depends.
Oh yeah, so they blow the candles out, and then in comes fucking Alfred with a big ass fucking sickle, right? And presumably hacks off all their heads. Because we don't see that, and I was kind of fucking disappointed. I was kind of hoping that we were going to see.
I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, Japanese Alfred, you weren't cool with any of this. And now all of a sudden you're coming in with fucking Sub-Zero. You know that fucking, remember that big ass, he had that thing, back, the hockey stick, you know, from Running Man, you know? Now playing Zero. But anyway, like he came in and was just like, that! You know, it just started fucking hacking heads, you know?
Hacking, whacking, and hacking.
Right.
So, we cut to Mom, Dr. Emma, butchering behind the curtain.
Right.
For fucking how long, Terry?
Well, she had that blade,
Yeah.
and then she finally comes out.
And she's fucking humming or whatever.
Yeah, or I thought he was making the noise.
This is all going on while goddamn fucking Alfred's just standing outside there, just not moving at all.
She comes out eventually.
このノコギリ切れないからチェーンソー持ってきてくれる?
She's like, this knife won't cut. Go get me the chainsaw. And
he
like,
obliges.
Yeah. And then didn't he try to say something to her like, you know, fuck it.
And it doesn't matter. She goes back and just starts fucking butchering again.
Yeah.
So blah blah fucking blah. Dio escapes again somehow, and then he's like chasing fucking kids, right?
Wait, was she hoping that Dio, because like, you know, like she got that kid, and then all of a sudden Dio was, you know, she gave him the brain. All of a sudden he was okay for a minute, and then he went back to, you know, Demon Dinklage.
Yeah.
So like, well, why was she sawing up the bodies?
To feed him, I would assume.
Okay.
But anyway, like I said, he escaped.
Did she figure after the first body he wasn't going to turn back to normal?
She's insane because she loved him so much.
Oh,
so he's chasing kids. He takes them all out. Plus people in cars, plus a dog. And then he tries to attack a mirror. He just runs fucking full speed into a fucking mirror.
Yeah, I hope that...
And he stares at the mirror for how fucking long, Terry?
It's like, I hope this breaks through the stereotype that only mothers can be good parents, because, you know, whenever I hear about kids being murdered, it's usually the mother driving them into a pond.
Or whatnot.
Or
But
drowning them in a tub. Or just leaving
stabbing them, then yourself,
them,
and then call the cops. Somebody stabbed me and my kids.
lighting them on fire. Just all kinds of horrible shit.
Yeah. On that note, moving on. He stares at said mirror up until goddamn he stares at the mirror making ambulance noises.
Right.
Until Sneezy makes his way over. And then he fucking tries to attack Sneezy while Sneezy shoots him a couple times.
Right. Sneezy. I think he shot him once, right?
Well, he shot at him a few times. He hit him at least once.
Yeah, I think he got him at least once. Because she was like, "Who did this to my baby?"
Whoa.
I was like, "Oh, God. Your baby's a demon."
He follows Dio home. And then Mom's all upset. You know, she says she can fix it, whatever.
だよ頑張るのよ今すぐお母さん治してあげるからねこの怪我が治ったらもう一度手術をして今度は完全に普通の子供に戻るのそしたら
But Dio wants to fucking die.
だよそんなこと言わないでお母さんが治してあげるからもうちょっとの辛抱だから
And then...
I mean, he really
wants
to die.
And then fucking Japanese Alfred came out and was like, no, I'm not going to help you anymore. He was done with it.
Well, he quits. He
quit.
like very formally, gets down on his knees, fucking quits, asked her to turn herself in, the whole fucking deal.
Right.
G は長いこと奥様をお慕いしてきました。G は坊ちゃんより奥様にこそ元のあの優しく美しい奥様に戻ってほしい。お願いします。実習しましょう。
And then goddamn Sneezy comes in.
And I'd be like...
with a warrant.
Right, but I'd be like...
That says warrant on the fucking screen.
Me turn myself in? Who the fuck's the one that took all the fucking heads, motherfucker? You went and took every single head. And then just sat there and watched me take the body parts apart. So, we're going together.
There's some discussion for a while. It doesn't really matter.
どういう理由で怪物になるのかは知らないが、これ以上ダイオ君のために無関係な市民を殺すことは警察が許さない。今すぐダイオ君の身柄を我々に引き渡しなさい。
Mom throws a jar at fucking Sneezy, but it hits the wall and breaks all over Alfred, which is
turns him
acid.
Into
It's like,
Robocop.
So I guess he's kind of like, help me, and goddamn cop shoots him.
Yeah. Well, he jumped on his...
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Get off me, man!
Don't touch me, man!
You know, but except he didn't just walk away from me, he shot him. You know? And that dude in RoboCop had that fucking cannon. If he wanted to, he could have ended his buddy's misery right there. He'd just be like, hold on, bro. And just blew him to a billion pieces.
So, while the confusion of shooting fucking Alfred,
Trust
right?
me, you run at me and go, hey, man, you look like that, and I got that cannon, I'll take you out.
But anyway, during the confusion of Alfred getting acid face...
You're going to say thank you?
Thanks?
Okay.
During the confusion of Alfred getting acid and getting shot, Mom picks up Dio, a doll of Dio.
Right. A stuffed pillow shirt with a
tries making it out of a secret passage where she gets shot once in the fucking chest.
Right.
But she does make it out, and we'll just say fucking it cuts to the road with her kind of walking,
sort of
him, but levitating. What the fuck is happening here?
And then she drops him. I love it. Well, she dropped the foam body. Or
she trips and then the doll just goes bleh.
And then it
asks for death again.
Well, yeah, he just hit the pavement. Demon Digger's just like, ouch, you know. And she's like, oh, don't worry, I'll make it better. He's like, listen, you stupid bitch, I just want to fucking die.
So she all hugs him close, and he fucking bites her. Now he's a vampire.
Yeah. Well, he was biting people.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he was normally punt or eating their guts or whatever.
He didn't want to eat her guts.
Yeah, but he does want to scream after he kills his mom, though.
And then finally fucking, you know, Detective Pinocchio Dicknose shows up, and...
He's gone.
Gone? I'm like, dude...
Chameleon's gone.
How the fuck did you let Demon Dio Dinklage outrun you?
But he hears him running. And he sees him running down this tunnel. And then he follows the chameleon.
I love that, the long shot.
Into the fucking... But he's like kind of walking.
Not walking.
And then he stops, but he's still moving.
He's on an escalator thing where he's kind of like... He's not really... Yeah, but that was killer.
So he follows him to hell? Because we see all of the fucking people. We see Alfred. We see the doctor. We see also all in hell. And people are writhing. And, you know, the chameleon Dinklage is... rah, 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 kind of deal. So the fucking dick nose comes up, says some shit, and shoots goddamn fucking Dio square in the fucking head. The film breaks, and then it comes back with Dio sitting with a bullet in his fucking head.
But he's back to normal.
The dude says, you know, now you can die.
It was like
you're already dead.
It was like Lost Boys whenever, you know, afraid to face me, David! I fucking hated that part. But anyway, like, you know, whenever he came back to normal, thou shalt not be. You know, like fucking, yeah, and then like, I'm sitting there, and then he just starts fucking walking away. I'm like, so no call-in, no coroner.
Just left dead, Dio's dead fucking body.
Here and like, whenever somebody does find him and dislodges my bullet from his fucking head, and be like, oh, Detective fucking Dick Nose. What the fuck is this all about? Oh, the demon kid again? Get this fucker out of here.
And then we get credits.
Yeah.
So, yay! I'm happy. I enjoyed that.
Mikey likes it. Yeah.
Dude, I've enjoyed almost everything I'm fucking jinxing us now. But I've enjoyed almost absolutely everything we've done since we came back from the last Skype episode.
Good job. You fucked it all up. Now the next thing you watch is going to be poop. We're going to hate it. And yeah.
Trish really wants to pick movies again.
Well, I don't care what she wants.
Well, on that note, for Gutter and Bird, this has been another one of the worst movies on YouTube. But yeah, she's been all on my ass about what
we
the
do
fucking
it to have fun.
movies.
She does it to hurt us.
Yeah,
I don't want to be hurt. We don't need to be hurt. Why get hurt?
You really think you need that? You really think you need to have Red Bull, man? Since the moment you walked in the door, you go, that's what you like cocaine or something.
I just hate people. You can't. People are stupid. You can't. Sorry. At some point you have your breaking moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that doctor in MASH who kept seeing blood, couldn't get the blood off his hands. You know? Eventually you can't take it anymore. And you're like, okay, I just fucking can't stand people. I mean, I know people suck, and we say it like passive, like, oh, people suck. Well, I'm beyond the chip. I'm just like, people fucking suck. And they need to start paying for their suckness. Instead of being able to just continue being sucky. You know?
Yeah.
They don't pay for anything. Nobody pays for anything. You know? If I stick a gun in a guy's face, as long as I got a stupid badge on, I'm straight. If I do it regular, I'm psycho. What's the fucking difference? Just take a badge off and on. You're fucking psycho! You know? Why do we care about shiny things? Shiny badge, we're all like, oh no! You know? I'm fucking psychos. You know? Like I said, dude, you want to be a mass murderer, become a cop. You can literally kill people in one district, be transferred to another, kill people there, be transferred to another. By the time you're done, you got a pretty big hit list. You know, 100 and some people on your fucking roster, and they're just like, yeah, just transfer them to another unit, whatever. You know?
And people were like, Gunner, why do you drink so much while filming? But I can't, Doc. It's 9:30 in the morning and I don't feel like
it. I just love the fact that we're living in this country. We're talking about unions and stuff and how, like, oh, the Amazon, they're trying to get the union, and I'm like, you know what's a powerful union? The fucking police departments have powerful fucking unions. Because they literally can just explain murder away. They're just like, justified, clamp, justified, clamp. You know, how many innocent black people have been killed that the police unions were just like, look, seems legit to me, burn. You know, and the guy just goes to another fucking police department, kills people there, and they're just like, nah, no big deal. I've seen countless stories, dude, of cops that have massive amounts of records long, you know, of abuse. You know, punching suspects, tasing them, doing everything close to but not killing them, you know? But just getting that torture in that they love so much. It's like, those are evil people. What is with the fucking police department? You're crazy? You're good. Get in there. Here's a gun. You know? You got a utility belt with more things than fucking Batman on it, you know? But you are scared to death of the black guy with his hands out the window, showing you he's unarmed. You got everything on you that could literally end his life, and you're like, you're doing that thing in fucking loaded weapon, you know, shoot, and he's like, you know, that's every cop. Look, if you're that nervous and you know, and trigger happy, you probably shouldn't be a cop, probably shouldn't be alive, because you're crazy, and you're end up killing people either way. You know, cop or otherwise. They fired that fat cop. I guarantee you that his fucking ass shoots his wife or shoots himself or shoots somebody because he's crazy.
You're not allowed to. You can have it back after the
Red
review.
Ball, get your wings.